It is now possible to talk to Companion in any language. Let me show you how it works. So regularly when you talk with Companion, you just previously at least use merely the text functionality. But now we have the voice functionality as well, the voice to text. And we recently upgraded this so that it not only accepts English, but also any other language. So basically first, the artificial intelligence interprets which kind of language you are speaking and then transcribes exactly what you are saying. So let's first start with English. Let me showcase how this works in practice. Hello, now I'm testing out the voice functionality for Companion, and then I click here, transcribing, you can see here. Hello, hello. Now now I'm testing out the voice functionality for Companion. Then I kind of cut off myself there. But yeah, it works fine in English. Let me try in Norwegian, which is my mother tongue. Hallo, nå snakker jeg på norsk, som er mitt morsmål. Hvordan går det med deg i dag? Alright, I see that it has correctly transcribed a lot of it. It has a few incorrect words, is a little bit of incorrect transcription here with a few of the words. Most of it is correct. Some of it is a little bit of dialect actually, which is a little bit strange. It's not the more regular Norwegian. So some margin of error here, but generally it interprets correctly that I'm speaking Norwegian and transcribe most of it correctly so that it is understandable at the very least. Let me try something else. Let me try German, for instance. Hallo, jetzt spreche ich Deutsch, wie geht's? Hallo, jetzt spreche ich Deutsch, wie geht's? That means, hello, now I'm speaking German. How are you doing? Then it's transcribed correctly here completely, it seems. So let's try something else. Let's try Dutch, for instance. Hallo, leuk je te ontmoeten. Hoe gaat het? So here it actually correctly transcribed Dutch as well. Hello, leuk je te ontmoeten. Hoe gaat het? Hello, nice to meet you. How are you doing? So it also correctly identifies the difference between similar languages such as Dutch and German as well. There may be some cases where it incorrectly assumes or incorrectly interprets it to be in one language when it should have been in another language. So there's some margin of error here, but in a lot of cases it correctly both identifies which language you're using and makes the correct transcription from there. Of course, this is a work in progress, so we continue to make this better all the time. Let's try something else. Let's try some Asian languages, for instance. Let's try Japanese and then Chinese. So let's try with Chotto Nihongo o hanetemasu. Let's see how that is. So here you can see not only does we're speaking Japanese and that it transcribes it, it actually transcribes it correctly into the Japanese characters as well, which is pretty cool, I think. So here, I'm not sure if you can actually read Japanese, but if you can, then you'll manage to read that it does transcribe correctly here. Hello, I'm speaking a little bit of Japanese, it says. Let's try the same thing in Hanyu. I may have spoke a little bit incorrect in some of the tones because I'm not an expert at all in speaking Chinese. I know a little bit. I try to say hello. I can speak a little bit of Chinese. Actually, now it interpreted it as hello. I can speak a little bit of Korean because it has some similar characters, just different tones and so on. So I may have gotten it a little bit off here, or it may have incorrect transcription. Probably the tone difference, which is the difference, but here there is a character which is different from what I expected, that it interprets it as Korean, I think, rather than Chinese in this case. So yeah, but still, I think it's pretty cool that it transcribed most of what I was trying to say, at least, so that it would be able more or less to understand me. Let's try one more language. Я говорю немного по-русски. Я говорю немного по-русски. That means I speak a little bit of Russian. So it correctly interpreted that as well and transcribed it correctly from there. So In any language you may know or may speak other in English or any other language, be sure to try out this. If you don't have a user form before, you get 14-day free trial on Companions. You can sign at compu.ai and try it full access for free. Otherwise, both the diary and the voice to text are paid functionalities, but you can also let us know if you will be a professional tester. Then you can get access for free as well, as long as you give us a lot of inputs. Right now we are at the stage where we love any feedback we get, so we want to get more testers, more people who can try out and test what can get better, what are the most concerning things about that should be patched in the system, so that we can continue on this mission to make mental fitness more accessible to everybody.